When I got into architecture, I wanted to create amazing buildings and transform skylines. But when I got to the United States, or when I moved to the United States from Jamaica, I was told I need a college degree to get hired, and I found myself starting over from scratch. I was fortunate to land an interview at an electric company in Pittsburgh, but even with my extensive background, I had to start as an entry-level drafter earning just under $40,000 per year. 6 years later, I've gone from that $40,000 entry-level position to a six-figure designer and BIM specialist working and collaborating on projects for some of the largest companies in the country. I'm doing exactly the kind of high-level design work I always wanted to do. So today we're talking about how you can break into the AEC industry, particularly architecture and building design, in 2026 without spending years in college or even getting into debt. So this video, I'm going to break it into 5 categories. 1, college versus practical training. Which path actually gets you working faster, different entry points into architecture and which one sets you up for success, where to start learning the essential skills, how to land your first architecture job, and finally, a realistic timeline to get you hired. Now, there are 2 main ways to build a career in architecture and building design. The first way is the traditional college route, where you get a degree, you complete internships, and eventually take your licensing exams. The second way, however, is the practical skills route, where you learn the core technical skills that architecture firms actually need every day. Here's the thing about the traditional route, and I learned this the hard way. You can spend 4 to 6 or even more years in college studying theory, taking general educational courses that have little to nothing to do with architecture or the work that you're going to be doing, and at the same time rack up tens of thousands in debt. When you graduate, you still need to prove that you can do the actual work that companies need. If you're brand new to the field, I recommend starting with the practical skills route, because you can get hired in months instead of years, and you'll be learning the exact software and processes that these companies use. When I started, I went the college route first because I thought it was the only legitimate way to work in architecture. Here's what happened. I spent years in college, but when I moved to the US, I discovered that my degree wasn't recognized and I still had to prove I could do the actual work using AutoCAD or Revit, reading blueprint and creating technical drawings. What got me hired was being able to show them my portfolio during the interview. Even though I only had AutoCAD experience and they used Revit, they saw my potential and were willing to train me on their systems. But here's the thing, both paths can lead to great careers. The difference is time and cost. The practical skills route gets you earning money in the field within months while you continue to learn on the job. So after I learned that practical skills matter more than credentials, I realized you really don't need to spend years in college to get started in architectural work. Companies care way more about whether you can demonstrate your abilities than where you went to school. Now, there are several ways to enter the architecture field, and my own path shows this perfectly. You can start in any of the major disciplines that make buildings work. For example, architectural, structural, civil. You can do electrical, mechanical, plumbing, or even telecommunication. What I discovered is that all of these roles involve the same core skills, translating architectural vision into technical reality. When I entered the field, I started as a VDC specialist, or virtual design construction specialist, creating 3D models and shop drawings. I did that for many years and then moved into designing telecommunication systems, working on major data center projects. Here's what I've learned. The most exciting part of drafting and design isn't just the big picture concept. It's the technical design work where you figure out how to make buildings function. When you're designing, for example, the electrical systems for a data center or creating structural details for a skyscraper, you're solving real problems that affect how people live and work. You're taking an architect's or even an engineer's vision and making it buildable, constructible, functional, and safe. That's where the real magic happens in architecture. The entry point I recommend for beginners is starting with drafting and design because it gives you access to this technical side of architecture with the lowest barriers to entry. Once you're working and gaining experience, then you can specialize in whatever area interests you most, whether that is architectural, structural, electrical, or even pursue licensing if that is your goal. Here are some key considerations when choosing your entry point: speed to employment, cost of training, and growth potential. Starting with design and drafting checks all these boxes because you can get hired quickly, the training is affordable, and the experience counts towards whatever direction you want to go later in architecture. So, where should you start learning? For breaking into architecture, I think the best way to start learning is with structured learning that covers the complete workflow of creating professional architectural drawings. You need to understand a software like AutoCAD. You need to know blueprint reading, industry standards, and how to build a portfolio that shows you can actually do real work. Now, you could try to piece together free YouTube tutorials, but to be honest, they're scattered and really don't teach you the complete process that employers actually look for. Here's the problem most people run into. They spend months, watching random tutorials, trying to figure out what is actually important versus what is just nice to know. They get overwhelmed by all of the information out there and, really never actually built the cohesive skill set that employers want to see. And while you're spinning your wheels, trying to piece everything together, other people are getting hired because they took a more direct approach. When I was learning, I had access to some great resources, but the real breakthrough came when I started working with experienced professionals who could show me the proper workflow, standards, and drawing conventions that companies actually use. That's when everything really clicked and I realized that technical design work was my path into architecture, engineering, and construction. The absolute best way to learn is to get structured training that teaches you the complete skill set employers look for, plus give you real projects to build your portfolio. You want training that's designed by people who actually work in the field and know what companies hire for. This is exactly why I built the Course Careers Architectural Drafting course, because I saw how many people were struggling with, scattered approach, wasting months trying to figure out what actually matters. I wanted to give people a direct, affordable path to start working in architecture without spending years and taking on debt. The course covers everything from AutoCAD fundamentals to advanced drawing techniques, blueprint interpretation, and building a portfolio that employers want to see. What makes this different from other training is that it is designed by someone who's actually been hired and moved up in the field multiple times. I know what skills matter because I use them every day in my day-to-day work, and I know what employers look for because I've been through the interview process at different companies. Course Careers give you a fully structured learning path that teaches you exactly what to learn and how to apply it in real architectural jobs. The same skills that got me hired and promoted in the AEC field. They also include career coaching, resume help, and even connect you with companies that are actually hiring. And the best part, they have a free intro course so you can explore this career path in architecture before committing. And if you use the link in the description, you get $50 off when you decide to enroll. This approach to me is hands down one of the smartest way to shortcut the learning curve and start working in architecture. It's like having a mentor who has already walked the path and can show you exactly where to step. So here's what I think you need to do to land your first job in the architecture field. It's important that you build some examples of your own design and technical drawings to show employers. This could be, a simple website or a PDF portfolio or even just a folder of your best projects. Having some work to show is important, but it does not have to be perfect. I got my first job with just a few PDFs on my tablet that, I almost forget to mention until they ask me about it. The next thing, and probably one of the most important thing, is learning industry best practices and standards. The architecture, engineering, and construction industry has specific ways that drawings need to look, and following these standards will make you stand out tremendously. For architecture work specifically, you need to understand things like title block, dimensions, line weights, layer conventions, and how to organize drawings properly. These might sound boring, but they're what separates professional looking work from amateur work. Companies want to see that you can create drawings that look like they belong in a real construction project. When employers see that attention to detail, they know you'll fit into their workflow without extensive retraining. Building a strong resume is obviously crucial. Your resume should highlight your AutoCAD skills, blueprint reading abilities, any relevant training you've completed, and most importantly, include a link to your portfolio. Once your resume and portfolio are ready, apply broadly. Look for positions like, drafting technicians, CAD operator, maybe junior designer, project assistant, or BIM or VDC specialist. Don't limit yourself to just architecture positions. There are many entry points into the architecture field. Apply to remote jobs, local firms, entry-level positions, and even internships. It's really a numbers game, and you want to get your name in front of as many hiring managers as possible. Here's a pro tip that really helped me. Try to have multiple opportunities in play at the same time. When employers know other companies are interested in you, it creates that urgency and often leads to better offers. All right, so the last point I want to hit is on timeline and landing your first architecture job. Based on my experience and what I've seen work for others, here's a realistic roadmap you can follow. I would spend roughly 1 month learning the fundamentals of design, using software like AutoCAD and basic blueprint reading. You want to get comfortable with the software and understand how to read technical drawings before you start creating your own. After learning the basics, I would spend the next month or so, building practice pieces, projects, and developing my portfolio. This is where the real learning happens. When you're working on a complete project from start to finish, you'll encounter problems, have to figure out solutions, and that's what builds real competence. At around the 3-month mark, I would start applying for jobs while continuing to improve your portfolio. Don't wait until you feel 100% ready. Start applying when you have a solid foundation or when you have solid fundamentals and a few good projects under your belt. If you spend focused time on this, you could probably land your first architecture job within 3 to 4 months. This timeline is much faster than the traditional college route. Once you land that first job, your real education accelerates. You'll be learning from experienced professionals working on real projects and getting paid while you develop those expertise. That's the beauty of the practical skill approach. You start contributing and earning much sooner. The main takeaway here is that employers care more about your ability to do the work than where you learned it. If you can demonstrate a solid AutoCAD skills and blueprint reading ability, you can build a great career in architecture. The technical design side of architecture is where buildings come to life, and it's an incredible way to make your mark on the built environment. So check out the free Course Careers Architectural Drafting course in the description. It's the best way to explore this career path, and of course to see if the design side of architecture is right for you, and you'll get $50 off if you decide to join. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next one.